Hello students, I hope you all are doing well and are trying to cope up with the online mode of education. In today's class, we will learn about the heart. The heart is the pumping organ of our body. It pumps blood throughout the body. The size of the heart is about 5 into 3.5 inches, meaning it is 5 inches in length and 3.5 inches in width. You can imagine it to be the size of your clenched fist. It weighs about 290 grams and is present between the lungs in the upper body, as you can see in this picture. Special characteristics of the heart. The human heart is four-chambered. It is covered with a protective layer called the pericardium. And this pericardium consists of a special fluid called the pericardial fluid, which absorbs the shocks which are given to the heart, maybe accidental shocks, you can call them. The four chambers of the heart are the right auricle or the right atrium, the right ventricle, the left auricle or the left atrium, and the left ventricle. Valves of the heart. Valves are present in the heart to prevent the backflow of blood between the chambers. The four main valves are the tricuspid valve, the pulmonary valve, the mitral or the bicuspid valve, and the aortic valve. The tricuspid valve is present between the right auricle and the right ventricle. So it prevents the blood from going back to the right auricle from the right ventricle. The pulmonary valve is present between the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery. And the mitral valve is present between the left auricle and the left ventricle. While the aortic valve is present between the aorta and the left ventricle. Flow of blood in the heart. The deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body is brought to the heart by the vena cava. This deoxygenated blood is pumped into the right auricle, which is then sent to the right ventricle. The deoxygenated blood goes into into the lungs by the pulmonary artery, where it gets oxygenated. It is then brought back to the heart by the pulmonary vein to the left auricle. Then this blood is sent to the left ventricle, and which then pumps the entire blood to the rest of the body through aorta. The aorta is the largest artery in the body. Okay, it then gets divided into rest of the arteries to send the blood to various parts. Now, many students get confused in the meaning of the pulmonary artery and the pulmonary vein. The pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood and not oxygenated blood, unlike the other arteries. Same is the case with the pulmonary vein, which carries oxygenated blood unlike the other veins. Pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation means the circulation of blood between the heart and the lungs. So the circulation of blood between the heart and the lungs, meaning the blood is sent to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. So that is that is called the pulmonary circulation, and it is sent the blood gets oxygenated in the lungs through the alveoli, and then it gets oxygenated and is sent to the left auricle through the pulmonary vein. So this entire circulation between the heart and the lungs is called the pulmonary circulation. The circulation of blood between the heart and the rest of the body is called systemic circulation. Okay, the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body is brought to the heart by the vena cava. There are two types of vena cava, which are the superior and the inferior vena cava. The superior vena cava brings the blood, the deoxygenated blood from the upper regions of the body, meaning the head and the hands, whereas the inferior vena cava brings the deoxygenated blood to the heart from the lower parts of the body, like the legs, stomach, etc. So the blood is brought to the right auricle. It is then sent to the right ventricle and gets oxygenated in the lungs, and is again then sent to the left auricle. Then the blood is sent to the left ventricle, which is then passed on to the rest of the body through the aorta. So wherever there are the circulation of blood between the heart and the rest of the body is called systemic circulation. The blood enters the heart twice. First time when the deoxygenated blood enters into the heart, and the second time it gets oxygenated and enters the left side of the heart through the pulmonary vein. So since this type of circulation is called double circulation. Okay, students, I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Thank you for watching.